Hey everyone, it's Kevin here. Let's get started quickly on this one. As many of you guys know, I am a foster dad who adopted my son Joshua through the foster to adopt experience. And I love sharing my vlog style videos with everyone, and we've built a wonderful, huge community here that I just love to death. Thank you all. But I also like to share from time to time different things that relate to foster care, so I can help new people who are about to start the foster process or the foster to adopt process, or people that are just considering it in general and don't have many ideas or things that known about the process. So that's what this video is going to be about today. I want to talk about an extremely important change that could make a big difference for families that are considering adoption. And that's the Adoption Tax Credit that just became partially refundable. And that was as of this year, 2025, this tax season. So on July 4th, Congress passed what is called now the One Big Beautiful Bill. And look, let's not get into the politics of that. Some think it's great, some think it's not. You can imagine where I sit on that. But tucked inside of that is legislation that is somewhat good news. So, like I said, starting with the 2025 tax year, the federal tax credit will be refundable up to $5,000. So what does that mean exactly? If your family doesn't owe federal income tax, you can still receive up to $5,000 back to help offset the adoption expenses that you've spent. The total credit for 2025 is $17,280 per child. And then we have to ask ourselves, why does this matter? Well, as of this year, there's roughly 77,000 kids in the U.S. foster care system waiting for a permanent home. Many of these children, they're older children, or they're part of a sibling group, or they have special needs, and the cost of adoption can be significant barriers for families. So by making a portion of the credit refundable, more grandparents, kinship caregivers, and lower income families can adjust funds or access funds to help cover the legal fees, the home studies, the travel expenses, and importantly, the post-adoption services our children's often needs, because if they're anything like Joshua, they require lots of therapies and assessments and ongoing treatments because of their experience. They're not in foster care because they wanted them to be there or anyone wanted them to be there. They're there because they have been affected by certain traumas, and those traumas need to be addressed lifelong. Here are a few key points to know about this. Make sure you're paying attention, get a pen, write it all down, or just go back and rewatch this. The credit applies to each child adopted through public foster care, domestic private adoption, or international adoption. And for 2025, the refundable portion is capped at $5,000, and the credit phases out for families with a modified adjusted gross income above $259,190. And if you're making more than that, just go to another video. You're watching the wrong video. You claim the credit on the IRS 8839 form, and you have to put detailed qualified expenses like agency fees, legal costs, and travel. So all of that has to be claimed and properly reported to the IRS to receive this refund. If your adoption is finalized in 2025 and your tax liability is zero, then you'll receive up to $5,000 as a refund and can carry forward any remaining non-refundable credits to future years. So this is like a win-win situation here. I don't know how anyone could not find this valuable and worthy. When I adopted Joshua, the process, it was filled with joy. Okay, but there's also a lot of unknowns, like everything from what is next, what is life going to be like, and including finances. This change, it eases some of those worries for future adoptive families. It's a recognition that every single child truly deserves a loving, permanent family, and sometimes a little financial help can make that possible. So if you're thinking about adopting through the foster care system, now is a great time to start learning about the process. Reach out to your local child welfare agency, find, private agencies within the foster care system in the city that you're in, talk to other adoptive parents, and connect with local support groups. There's a ton of them on Facebook. And if you ever have a platform like I do, share this information, because more people need to know who can adopt, who can foster, and that there are more children that need our help that we can bring into our homes. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and for subscribing. Thanks for supporting kids like Joshua who need forever permanent homes. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with anyone who might benefit. Let's work together to make sure that every single child finds their forever home, their permanent home. Peace. Love you.